Guys, let's spend a day in Munich, Germany's third largest city after Berlin and Hamburg, and visit its famous central Marienplatz Square and take in the sights of its impressive Neues Rathaus or New Town Hall, and also see the world famous Glockenspiel or chiming clock located on its tower. Cheers! So now we have come to the central square in Munich, the Marienplatz, which is also known as Mary's Square, Mary for Our Lady, the Virgin Mary. Marienplatz is a central square in Munich and it's a place where people gather. And 3 weeks before Christmas markets, bazaars are open here daily. Most of the buildings at Marienplatz are in the neo-Gothic style. And this fountain here, called the Fischbrunnen or Fish Fountain, has been a fixture here for a long time. It's famous for traditional events carried out in its water. The annual wallet washing celebrations are held here every year. On Ash Wednesday, the mayor of Munich, together with the city chamberlain, washes an empty wallet in the water of the Fischbrunnen. This is to ensure that the city funds will be filled again the next year. This dates back to the 15th century when it was the custom of the poorer classes to wash their wallets to ask for a salary raise. And every 3 years, the Butchers' Guild celebrates the end of their apprenticeship. This is where new graduates of the Butchers' Guild leap into the waters of the Fischbrunnen to celebrate the end of their training. This fountain is a perfect meeting spot in Munich city centre. Now the square is named Marienplatz after this Marian column, which was erected in the center in 1638 to celebrate the end of the Swedish occupation. So the Marian's column is actually a religious monument with a statue of the Virgin Mary at the top, and is usually built to commemorate the end of a plague or any successful event. The Neues Rathaus or New Town Hall, located here in Marienplatz, was completed in 1905, built in a popular neo-Gothic architectural style. Interestingly, the balcony of the New Town Hall is a famous spot for celebrations of the city of Munich. When Bayern Munich wins their Bundesliga, they always celebrate it here on this balcony. The architect Georg von Haubres-Risser submitted his design when he was only 25 years old, and here is a plaque commemorating him. And you can see the famous Glockenspiel at the New Rathaus. The bells ring at 11 am, 12 noon and 5 pm daily. Over 600 employees work in the 400 rooms of this newest Rathaus or New Town Hall. These rooms can be visited. If you pay a fee, you can visit and enjoy the sights of this new town hall. Now at Marienplatz is located St. Peter's Church, the oldest parish church in Munich. And St. Peter's Tower is one of the best and most beautiful viewing points in the city. So we're going to go up the steps here and have a look at the view from the tower of St. Peter's Church. First, you have to climb 306 steps to reach the top of the tower. At the top here, you can see a wonderful view of the whole of Munich. You can also have a 100-kilometer wide view of the Alps when the weather is clear. And there's a nice view of Marienplatz itself. You can see the Neues Rathaus, the New Town Hall, and Marienplatz, the square. So you see the view here, you can see the New Town Hall and Marian's column down there. Such a clear day, such a nice view. Now this tower of St. Peter's Church is also a bell tower, and you can hear the bells ringing now. And these bells are 800 years old. Now, the Munich glockenspiel at the new Red House is one of the world's most delightful clocks. Every day at the appropriate time, you can see tourists cramming the Marienplatz, looking upwards to the clock to look at the wonderful sight of the clock tower. The Munich glockenspiel was added to the new Rathaus in the year 1907, and it tells two stories. The first story tells the tale of the marriage of Duke Wilhelm V to Renata of France in 1568. So you can see here trumpeters and people celebrating the marriage of Duke Wilhelm and Renata seated at the back there. And what is interesting about this musical clock tower is that all the statues are life size. And there's also a joust between the French and the Bavarians, where the Bavarian knight wins, of course, every time. So you can see the Bavarian knight on the left and the French knight on the right, and as they meet, the French knight loses to the Bavarian knight every single time. Now the second story is of the Schäfertanz or the Cooper's dance. You can see them dancing. A Cooper is actually a person trained to make wooden casks or barrels. The story here depicts the end of the plague in the year 1517. The Coopers are said to have danced through the streets, enticing the residents to leave their homes at the end of the plague. This dance comes to symbolize perseverance and loyalty in difficult times to the Duke and the authorities. And this dance is performed in Munich once every 7 years. The show lasts about 50 minutes and concludes with the golden bird up at the top emerging and chirping 3 times. They actually had live musical performances at Marienplatz. Here are a group of performers performing Pachelbel's Canon in D. This was also a famous piece, Shostakovich Waltz No. 2. And so, being someone well versed with the tropics, it was really amazing to see snow for the first time. I decided to ask my driver to stop the car to have a feel of snow, to get a feel of how it looked and felt. So this is snow.
It's actually like crushed ice. Looks nice and white, actually it's ice.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed my day out in Munich. Till the next time, Cheers.